Sports on the Bayou is brought to you by our naming sponsors, Alford and Associates, protecting your business, benefiting your employees. St. Martin and Bork, attorneys at law, know your rights. And Rouse's Markets, the official supermarket of the New Orleans Saints. On today's show, we'll talk plenty of sports, Saints, LSU, Nichols, and high school with a live audience full of energy. Other participating corporate sponsors include Terrebonne General Community Sports Institute, Gen Gators Power Systems, South Louisiana Bank, Quality Rental Tools, Barca Honda, Crosby Tugs. Now from the Eugene J. Falls and Lorraine Falls studios in Houma, Louisiana, here's the freaks of football, Bobby, Rich, Mike, Martin, Harry, Stan, and Chuck. It's time for Sports on the Bayou.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to another version of Sports on the Bayou.
Hey!
Mike to tell you, the Cajun Cannon, Bobby Hebert, Rich Marty. Hey, we finally got a victory for the Saints. 7 weeks sounded like 7 months. We'll be back with more Sports on the Bayou.
All right, come on. Sports on the Bayou is brought to you by Rouse's Markets, official supermarket of the New Orleans Saints. Alford and Associates, protecting your business, benefiting your employees. And St. Martin and Bork, attorneys at law. Know your rights. When we come back, who's in the crowd?
Rouse's Markets is voted best grocery store in New Orleans, best grocery store in Baton Rouge, Mississippi, Gulf Coast, Thibodaux, Houma, Hammond, Lake Charles, Mobile, year after year. Thank you for choosing us best grocery store on the Gulf Coast. Number one. Thank you.
Thank you.
The number one grocery store
In Mississippi, Alabama,
Louisiana. 1 million customers a week can't be wrong. Welcome to Rouse's.
Every day, thousands of people hit the road heading towards their dreams. But sometimes those dreams collide with a harsh reality. Auto accidents with 18-wheelers can change lives in an instant. That's why you need the experience and expertise of St. Martin and Bork. With over 50 years of experience, St. Martin and Bork have fought for justice for the victims of truck accidents.
If you've been in a wreck with an 18-wheeler, know your rights.
Call St. Martin and Bork today to schedule your free consultation.
Selecting an insurance provider for your business is a big decision.
With over 26 years of experience, our Alford team is your solution for quality and proven coverage.
The customer service you remember from years ago is what we pride our team on.
We know how important your company is to the community.
From small businesses to large businesses, Alford & Associates can manage your insurance. It's our job.
Alford & Associates, benefiting your employees and protecting your business.
Sports on the Bayou is also brought to you by our corporate sponsors, Terrebonne General Community Sports Institute, Gen Gators Power Systems, South Louisiana Bank, Quality Rental Tools, Barker Honda, Crosby Tugs. Now, back to Sports on the Bayou.
We're back here on Sports on the Bayou. Martin, I'll throw it to you.
All right, you know, each week we have a lot of people calling in. They want to come up, be the guest announcer. Well, this week I didn't have to dig too deep through the list. Tim Hemel was in my journalism class at Nichols.
Oh.
And he picked print journalism over broadcast journalism. Right, Tim? Yeah. And marketing. But he said, Martin, you know, I've been dying to get this pretty face on TV all these years. So, Tim, why don't you come on, sit right here, and I'm going to give you a shot. This could change your whole life. Right. Tim, you don't have to go around. You see how Morgan City people do that? They go all the way around. You could have jumped right up here on the stage.
You can high five everybody.
He is the mayor pro temp in Morgan City. He was a standout pitcher at Nichols. I think Ludd took him deep a couple of times at another school. Is that right? All right, I'm just Hey, we were taught to state the facts in journalism at Nichols.
in the head.
All right, so Tim, let's check out that voice I remember from Nichols, and let's see if you can handle this lit.
Well, it took 40 years for Martin to get me to do this because I think he was scared that I might take his place or something like that.
You can have it.
But anyway, I'd like to welcome everyone here. We're going to introduce all of, and I didn't ask to do this, by the way. This was Martin's idea. Yeah. But I'd like to introduce all of our guests today. It start out with Alford and Associates.
One of our naming sponsors. There you go, Alford and Associates. They always there for us. We appreciate it.
St. Martin and Bork.
Look at Chuck with his $3,000 suit on. And he's got his own segment on the show, and he brought another Morgan City.
Go Hard Frogs.
A couple of Morgan City people with.
Yeah, you're right. Rouse's Supermarket.
There you go, Rouse's Cable. They gave it up for all the Morgan City and Berwick. I don't know how y'all had Berwick in the Morgan City, but that's good to see y'all getting along. I like that.
We have a lot of educators here, ex-educators.
You want to name them while we got the camera?
I will. We have Joe Dallas, real quick. I don't want to take too much TV time. Joe Dallas, ex-assistant superintendent. We have Lou Tamparella, the best councilman in Morgan City. We have Mike Delott, Arnadale Khan, Mike Ortiz, ex-educator, Kevin Chauvin, ex-educator. We have Lenny Omata, ex-superintendent, and we have Lud Henry, who is the mayor pro tem of Berwick.
It looks like a freaking episode out of The Sopranos, man. Listen to those names. All right, here we go.
All right, we're on number 4, TGCS.
That's Terrebonne General. They got an undefeated. Stan's going to be talking to an undefeated team right here in Terrebonne Parish. Yeah, okay. You got Gen Gators. They are fixing everybody's generators. They're on the cutting edge of technology in the area, and we appreciate them for sure.
Crosby Tugs.
All right, Crosby gave up the seat to we have a two councilmen in Terrebonne Parish, Brian Pledger, raise your hand, Steve Trosclair, and we have his son and his grandson who's playing for that undefeated team. All right.
Barker Honda.
Barker, look at Lester.
Lester Beamer.
The Prince of Nichols is in the house. Look at Rod.
4-star.
Look at
what they call it.
Rod still dodges
5-star.
white just so he could look old.
5-star, not 4-star. South Louisiana Bank.
Give it up for South Louisiana Bank. Perennial sponsor over here. All right.
TPCG.
No, we're going to go here. Quality Rental.
Quality Rental, too.
Look, in Terrebonne Parish, 9 comes before 10.
Can't count it.
All right, there's Jack over here. Look at Barry. He was a big pistol.
Barry!
Look at Barry.
Barry!
Y'all would know each other.
Yeah, you're right. We're pitching together.
It's a baseball crowd.
Nichols State, baby, 1979, 82.
No, that was 42.
Kelly was 76
All right,
to
now you got
81. Now we have TPCG.
Yeah, we got Edie White sitting over there today. And look, Edie White.
Martin, how did you feel?
All right,
One of your alumni, Blake McDonald. Harry was passing through today.
Hey, so Martin,
He
how
gave Harry
frustrated?
2 pull boys, and he gave me 2 pull boys. So once again, that's proof that Edie White is still serving up Vanderbilt Catholic graduates. Thank you, Blake. We appreciate
Well, you had to do that because E.D. White beat Vanderbilt. You had to do that, right?
well, no, we're not going there.
But you got to give Boyd his props, so 3
No, I
state
love Edie White.
championships in a
My
row.
mama's a Mount Carmel graduate. I could say those kind of things. All right.
All right, we're on number 11, TPSD.
That's the school district here in Terrebonne Parish. They do a great job. And of course, behind them, we got CIS and HTV, some people from HTV. All right, and then
then we're on GIS.
Yep, there you go, Grand Isle Shipyard. That's the young ones coming up. They're doing a good job. All right, we got 33 seconds before the flags start flying.
Explore Houma.
Hey! Oh, I tell you, they got the most enthusiastic crowd each week. There we go.
Headache and
No, we can't
pain.
skip that too. We got, they compete. We got Terrebonne Parish in the back.
They're all holding flags, right?
And his crew over there. All
I
right.
thought that was to introduce Martin. Headache and pain.
Oh, you're trying to be a...
Yeah,
All right, Jimmy
15.
Kimmel.
Oh, SCLHSA.
South Central Louisiana Human Services Authority.
That's a lot of words.
Man, that's a lot.
Hey. Vanderbilt graduate.
Retired coaches.
There you go. Look at Coach Allen, the legend over there, Mr. Donnie Calhoun.
And last but not least, the Falls family.
Yeah, I got my cousin France, and look at Aunt Miriam back there, and I got Donnie, his wife. So there you have it. Hey, real quick, how do y'all think Tim did?
Good.
All right, so wait.
Not done?
So wait. As always, you know how people like to take us to the break? No bull. Brian Kelly called this week. He watches the show. He said, Martin, I had a rough week against Alabama. You think I could lead y'all to the break this week? I said, Coach, absolutely. Without further ado,
You better hope
Brian
he wins.
Kelly.
He ain't going nowhere.
Brian Kelly.
Ain't no
Here we go.
$70 million buyout.
No
What?
more saying cuss words, guys. It's inappropriate and violent. If you say a cuss word, then you're like going to jail, and you're like, when you go to jail, if you say a cuss word, you go to jail, and when you go to jail, if you said a cuss word, then you're only going to eat broccoli and other vegetables for your whole life.
when we come back, Saints Talk. You won't want to miss this.
Every day, thousands of people hit the road heading towards their dreams. But sometimes those dreams collide with a harsh reality. Auto accidents with 18-wheelers can change lives in an instant. That's why you need the experience and expertise of St. Martin & Bork. With over 50 years of experience, St. Martin & Bork have fought for justice for the victims of truck accidents.
If you've been in a wreck with an 18-wheeler, know your rights.
Call St. Martin and Bork today to schedule your free consultation.
The farther I went, the more people I seen, all my heroes. Staubach, Drew Pearson, Terry Bradshaw. I kicked the extra point. I kicked off. I ran punch back. I ran kicks back. I played safety. When I met Martin Falls, it was called Park. He was playing with the Rebels, and I was playing with the Tigers. Those teams back then was like, whoa, you know? In fact, we played against each other through our whole career. And we're the best of friends still today. They still can pull Skippy Ezel up and recall his past, what he did in life. I wish I'd had HTV to support me when I was at South Turbo.
Ezel throws a great pass. It was one-on-one coverage. And Jerry Gordon, with his great speed, it's very hard to cover one-on-one.
I want to thank HTV for keeping Skippy Ezel in the lights.
Sports on the Bayou is brought to you by St. Martin & Bork Attorneys at Law. Know your rights. Alford and Associates, protecting your business, benefiting your employees. And by Rouse's Markets, official supermarket of the New Orleans Saints. Now, back to Sports on the Bayou.
We're back here on Sports on the Bayou. Guys, finally, after 7 weeks, you get the drink from the Victory Cup, 20-17 over the Falcons. Rich, I thought about you. How many games did y'all lose 20-17 to Atlanta?
Shoot, you got to start off on that, and I was forgetting about all that. 20-17. I told you, we started the we put Barkowski on the map with the bomb thing, what do you call it? Big Ben. The Big Ben. And it was an eerie thing because every time we got to that score, and we lost them all. I don't think we won but one maybe over the years.
But Rich is part of losing to the Falcons. All I know is when I was with the Saints, we beat the Falcons. When I was with the Falcons, we beat the Saints.
Let me finish my thought.
That's not an opinion.
Hey, Bear.
That's a fact. That's what happened.
Bobby, nobody cares. They care about. They feel sorry for losers. They feel sorry for me. They feel sorry for losers.
But go ahead.
You're right. No, I just want to finish my thought with Rizzy. I think it's not unusual to see a team come out after getting beat up for 7 weeks. The old guard with Dennis. Obviously, he lost something in the locker room, and you see that motivation that he brought to that team. When they stepped on the field, they had different energy, and they were ready to play, and they played like they wanted to win, and they did. And I give them credit for that. Give Rizzy credit for that.
2025, 2026, it doesn't matter who's coaching, who's playing. I'm going to pick them to split every year. You know why? Look at his sample size. They've played now 111 times. The Saints have 156. Atlanta's 155.
The different
I'm
game.
telling you, that's why I told everybody, I said, watch the Saints. I'm telling you, you think they're in chaos right now, that they're going to win the game. Or they're going to have a chance. And that's what happened.
Sure. Now,
Like I was telling you.
You did tell me that. Let's go to the highlights of the Saints win over the Falcons. Alvin Kamara, good grace. I don't know where you'd be without
all-time
him.
leading Saints rusher.
109 total yards.
I know he has a nose ring. You might not like that, but he kicks butt. I know that.
And Derek Carr throwing it downfield. Juwan Johnson gets a first down for the Saints. So it's still 0-0. Kirk Cousins, they didn't get a big pass rush early. But
Kirk
the
Cousins
Saints
made 3 or 4 throws like, whoa, that's
Ugo
pretty
Amade, man, he played big in this game. Okay, drive stalls out, but Blake Grupe comes in for a field goal. He's only missed 1 field goal this year. So that's a plus.
No,
and then
this
Carr,
is as good as it gets in the NFL. Look at that dime. That's a dime right
you
there.
see how he throws when he steps into the pocket, though? He steps up instead of running out.
Don't be hating on Derek Carr. He won the Rattler. What? Then you're going to lose. Derek Carr gives a chance to win, I'm telling you.
Then Bijan Robinson closes the gap 10-7. And I don't know why Atlanta didn't run the ball a few more times because, boy, they had success.
They gashed us.
Derek Carr throwing it, and then Marquez again.
Valdez Scantling, 3 names. I got to like him. He's 6'4", and he can fly.
And then Koo, who never misses, especially against the Saints. This is one of 3 misses that he has.
Blocked it, and
but then finally he kicks this one through, so it's 17-10. But Grupe comes in, makes it 20-10. But you know these type games was going to happen. Cousins throws it out. Bijan, man, he's a big-time player.
Oh, what is that? Wait, what are we waiting for?
Somebody tackle him along
Don't
the
we
way.
all love Honey Badger as an LSU fan? Honey Badger's awesome, but he's old. He's going to miss, he's going to miss 2 tackles against Cleveland.
He hasn't made a tackle in 3 years.
He might come up with an interception, but he's going to miss 2.
Exactly.
So Cousins completes the ball to Bijan Robinson. And then, here we go.
It's about time we got some reverse doink. Remember the England game against the Vikings, the double doink? Come on, we need a little bit of luck.
This was 20-17. Then Derek Carr. Oh my goodness. Oh,
the clincher. He got hurt there, didn't he?
Yeah, he's got a stinger. He said he's got a stinger constantly in his shoulder, and Peyton Turner kind of clipped him a little bit on the shoulder.
Yeah.
And he said, man, I had no feeling in it.
Well, Peyton Turner showed up.
But finally, he showed up.
Now, can Peyton Turner play for a month? I don't know. We don't even want half the season or a season. Peyton Turner, I'm on draft pick. Can he produce again, back-to-back games to play for a month? Because, he's hell when he's well. How many times you heard me say that? He has that ability.
Good thing this week, Eric McCoy comes back, and I'm a big center guy because, in scouting all these years, I think the center position is the second hardest to play on a football team. Quarterback first, then it's center. Man, you directing everybody up front. This team has not played the same since Eric McCoy went down.
Right.
Think about that in that Eagles game.
Well, he would start off every team. If they have their center, he'd be left guard, right center. Eric McCoy is that good. You look at, 26 or younger or 27, he's elite.
He's the one guy.
He's a great player, the one guy. That's why we're going to have to get young in the future. We got to give it to the Who Dat Nation. To me, for a 2-7 team, they brought it. It was loud. But the team gave the fans something to cheer for. So again, with Cleveland, I don't know what's going to happen. Get off to a great start. Cleveland's not good. And we got to give Jameis Winston the business. They know Jameis Winston. Jameis Winston can still, he has an arm. He can still make throws. But he might throw you 2 or 3. Can we continue?
2 weeks ago, the last time.
Yeah.
And if the Ravens could learn how to catch, he threw 2 lollipops out there. They ended up beating the Ravens, but 2 right in the hands of Kyle Hamilton, and he dropped it.
Yeah,
well, the Saints could go on a winning streak. I'm telling you, it's not far-fetched. The strength of the schedule was at the beginning. You know what I love in the NFL, because it's major markets? I love it that the Giants suck, the Jets suck, the Bears suck. All of them they want to talk about. Tell you, they would love to talk about the Jets, Giants, or the Bears. Oh, my.
I'm thrilled. I'm thrilled though for is Barkley. Barkley got on the Eagles and is having a career year playing with them.
No, he's a stud runner.
No, we should beat the Browns. The Browns are not very good. Yeah. We should beat the Browns. And you got the bye week, then the Rams.
And the Giants?
The Giants, the Raiders. Look at the schedule. I'm telling you. Now, I don't think in December it's going to be cold, Monday Night Football.
You ain't winning that game.
I don't think that. But, even the Rams, I don't think we're going to beat the Rams. Matthew Stafford might burn us. They won a 3-game roll. They didn't play very good last night against the Dolphins.
Yeah.
So who knows? Darren Rizzi wants to keep his job. He has to, all of a sudden, to keep his job, he has to go about 7-1. And Darren Rizzi might be the head coach because special teams coaches like John Harbaugh with the Ravens.
We'll be back with more sports on the
He's not going to be the guy.
Don't go away. Harry McCullough talks Nicholls State and also a feature of the week.
Selecting an insurance provider for your business is a big decision.
With over 26 years of experience, our offered team is your solution for quality and proven coverage.
The customer service you remember from years ago is what we pride our team on.
We know how important your company is to the community.
From small businesses to large businesses, Alford & Associates can manage your insurance. It's our job.
Alford & Associates, benefiting your employees and protecting your business.
Rouse's Markets is voted best grocery store in New Orleans, best grocery store in Baton Rouge, Mississippi, Gulf Coast, Thibodeau, Houma, Hammond, Lake Charles, Mobile, year after year. Thank you for choosing us best grocery store on the Gulf Coast. Number one. Thank you.
Thank you.
The number one grocery store
In Mississippi, Alabama,
Louisiana. 1 million customers a week can't be wrong. Welcome to Rouse's.
Every day, thousands of people hit the road heading towards their dreams. But sometimes those dreams collide with a harsh reality. Auto accidents with 18-wheelers can change lives in an instant. That's why you need the experience and expertise of St. Martin & Bork. With over 50 years of experience, St. Martin & Bork have fought for justice for the victims of truck accidents.
If you've been in a wreck with an 18-wheeler, know your rights.
Call St. Martin & Bork today to schedule your free consultation.
Sports on the Bayou is brought to you by Alford & Associates, protecting your business, benefiting your employees. Rouse's Markets, official supermarket of the New Orleans Saints. And St. Martin & Bork Attorneys at Law. Know your rights. Now, back to more Sports on the Bayou.
We're back here on Sports on the Bayou. H, throw it to you, brother.
Yeah, we're going to talk to Lud Henry in a second, big Berwick guy down the road. But let's talk about Nicholls first. Man, rough day for Nicholls.
Oh.
They were 9-0 against Houston Christian, and they've lost for the first time, a 9-game streak. They jumped out to a 14-0 lead, but their field goal kicker, Gabe Showalter, rough day. He missed five field goals he missed on the day.
Was Koo kicking?
And so that was a rough day. And 2 at the end of the game, by the way. Colin Guggenheim just scored, and then Terry Matthews goes 68 yards with a punt return. And like I said, they're out 14-0. And, man, it's party time
Well, Coach Rebo's
in Houston for the Colonels. But then suddenly, second half, it all turns around. Al Wilson, look, they're on the 3-yard line. Look where this ball goes. See you later. Now, that's good speed, but, man, 97 yards he goes for the touchdown to get them on the
Well, you got to tackle.
That changed the game.
Yeah, I don't care what level, missed tackles. Okay,
Yeah, that changes a little bit when you throw a 5-yard pass and he gets 97 yards on it. So, yeah, you got to get over it and cover that. A little later, it's Dozier throwing out to Cutter Stewart. And suddenly it's a tie game. It's 14 all. Then they go back and forth. Colonel said, no, we can handle this. Guggenheim again. They're right on the goal line. They do the tush push, and they're in, and it's touchdown. But Cutter Stewart would do it again and come around to tie the score again at 21 as they score a touchdown here. And so it's tied. So now we're in the fourth quarter. You see the time remaining. And then so Houston Christian will get a field goal attempt. Well, another replay here. From 50 yards, Dylan Fader kicks a 50-yard field goal. So they go up 24-21. Like I said, the Colonels drive down. Showalter has a 39-yard field goal. He misses it. It was roughing the kicker. Then they had a 34-yard field goal, and he missed that too. So Colonels let one sneak away. So they have 2 more games. They'll be at Lamar Saturday and then Southeastern River.
Man, Southeastern's playing.
Southeastern's
They
playing
are
great.
really good. 5-1 in the South one.
Well, they have to win the River Bell Classic.
Yeah.
That's how Coach Rebo can redeem his season. You beat Southeast, win the River Bell Classic. But really, if you look at postseason, only Incarnate Word's getting in. They're like number 16 in the nation.
Yeah.
Your Southeastern's like 20-something.
Right. So they'll get in. Hey, let's talk about McNeese. Of course, McNeese football, not so good lately. Lud Henry played at Berwick. Y'all won a state championship at Berwick. We were part of that. I gave up a home run to let you guys go to the state championship game.
Damn,
Harry. Did you, Harry? Yeah.
Also, thank Coach Boyd Hebert. He was
Boyd
coaching
Hebert was there. Yeah, all these guys. So, you went to play to McNeese, and then you got into coaching. Now you're into politics, right?
Yeah.
And still do a lot. So catch us up. So,
I retired from education in 2016, but stayed into coaching a little bit. We won a state championship in 2018. And then in 2023, my son and I got to coach together, and we won a state championship, and Martin had us over after that. And so it's kind of been a nice ride.
Yeah.
The key to winning a state championship at Burke was not me not being the head
have
coach.
a Henry somewhere in there, huh?
If I was an assistant, we won it. Or if I played.
Yeah, no doubt. What's up with you guys in politics over there? So,
we
Tammy,
try to get good people into the world, and do what's best for our town and our cities.
Yeah, well, Berwick is a growing little community. It's kind of a suburb of Morgan City, I guess, but kind of a bedroom community. But you got Cameron there. There's quite a few industries.
Correct, and we got the Chaffalaya River that separates Morgan City and Berwick, and that's the key to our success. And I think once I-49, now none of us in this room might not see I-49, but once that happens.
I have a question right quick. Does Berwick claim Morgan City, and does Morgan City claim Berwick? Because y'all in this together, right?
Yeah, we a team.
Because you look like Minneapolis, St. Paul. You can look like, okay, it's dual. Then there's some rivalry there, but y'all on the same team, right? Yeah.
So good. Yeah, pretty good. It's like all the educated people live in Berwick.
It's like East Houma and West Houma, little Bayou divide, So it's good. Well, man, great catching up.
Yeah, Harry, good to see you, man.
Appreciate it, Mike.
Thank you, H. We'll be back with more sports on the Bayou.
Right after the break, it's LSU time. Stick around. It's getting good.
Gators Power Systems is the area's leading Kohler standby generator solution, specializing in maintenance, repair, and installation on all major brands, from gas to diesel and 2kW to 2000. Home or commercial, our team has you covered. Our factory-certified technicians and installers are highly trained to provide response and repair when you need it the most. We service what we sell, period. Trust the Gators, where we sink our teeth into service.
Structural heart disease refers to a defect in the heart's valves, walls, or chambers that keeps the heart from pumping blood properly. Valve or structural heart problems may be present at birth or develop over time. Your risk increases if you have high blood pressure, plaque buildup, history of heart attack, take certain medications, or have certain heart infections. The Structural Heart Program at CIS and Terrebonne General provides innovative solutions and devices with the latest technology to bring the best possible outcomes for patients. Learn more at cardio.com.
Sports on the Bayou is brought to you by Rouse's Markets, official supermarket of the New Orleans Saints. Alford & Associates, protecting your business, benefiting your employees. And St. Martin & Bourke Attorneys at Law. Know your rights. Now, back with more Sports on the Bayou.
We're back here on Sports on the Bayou. Guys, LSU, in a big-time beatdown. 42-13, Alabama wins. This is on the Mount Rushmore of losses for LSU. And, man, they would thank their lucky stars. Don't have to play this dude one more time. Jalen Milroe has been unbelievable the last 2 years against LSU. It's like they never saw a read option quarterback before. And so he makes it 7-0. Ramos comes in 7-3, but that didn't take long. Alabama rolls it right back down the field, makes it 14-3. And at this point, I knew it was basically a game, set, match for LSU. They weren't stopping Milroe, and he was even completing a lot of his passes.
But they only threw 18 passes.
Yeah.
It's raining. I don't know. You run till you stop the run.
And then Milroe,
They didn't have to. You can't let the quarterback.
One guy touch him, comes in, 21-6 now.
I mean, you got to know Alabama's coming in with that game
Let
plan.
somebody
Just
else
watching
beat
the
you got to
watching
stop
the
him.
A&M deal.
And then he all the time, most of the time he
looked like
puts
a man
that ball out,
amongst
he keeps
boys.
it. He doesn't really hand it off a lot.
Well,
he wants to run.
You know,
He gives
telling
enough
Mike,
to
he
hesitate.
made against LSU. He made the College Football Hall of Fame. Two games against LSU.
That would be the
Milroe
highlight.
rushed 32 times for 340 yards and 8 touchdowns.
Okay,
Like
LSU
high
has
school
fast
team.
guys, but look this guy. I mean, he beat him like about 6 steps to the end zone.
He looks like he was playing.
And
a
I
high
hate it
school
when he
team.
says "roll damn tide." It gets me mad.
Again, another score.
Look at the
ends it.
fans; they all pissed off. They all out of there.
And it's raining. So this is a cheap touchdown late. Nussmeier throws it up, gets a score.
No,
Kyron Lacey.
Listen, it seemed worse than when it could have been worse. I mean, 42-13. That game wasn't even 42-13.
That game was lost after the first quarter.
Yeah.
Guys, you could see it. There's no way they could match up, could not stop Jalen Milroe. This is on Brian Kelly. I think he fed that line to Kurt Herbstreit that, we need better talent.
Well, you
You've been
recruiting
there
the
3
damn
years.
player.
You're recruiting it.
Yeah.
It's on your plate.
Well, and then you look, Coach Kelly's 26-10 record. And, what do you do against ranked opponents? To me, it's no excuse. If you have the Final Four, that's different. But you can't be in the Final 12 to make the postseason. You know what Coach Kelly is at LSU against ranked opponents? He's 4-8. Not 8-4. He's 4-8. Unacceptable. But you want to run them out of town? They can't run them out of town. They'd have to pay him $70 million. That ain't happening. You better hope he wins.
Cheaper than Jimbo.
Yeah.
A little bit less. But guys, down the stretch, and this is where I think he got some saving grace. He can win 9 games in a bowl game and get to double digits.
To get the 10 wins, yeah.
But they play Florida. Florida's terrible this year.
Yeah,
Oklahoma, that's not the same Oklahoma team. Now, Vandy might be a catch for you. You better watch out.
They got humbled this weekend.
They got humbled big time.
Yeah. Mike, do you think that Florida, all of a sudden, they keep a Napier, that they don't want to pay to buy out?
This is all about recruiting. If you fire him, all those guys that are freshmen in sophomores are tied to NIL deals that's tied to Billy. They're going to leave. They can't bring in recruits. So if you fire them, you basically kind of torching what you've done the last 2 years. You forced to keep Billy Napier.
Well, and you look at Nussmeier, I think until LSU runs the ball better to complement the quarterback, because Nussmeier can spin it. I still don't know. I watched the play when Nussmeier did fumble. Now you got to protect the ball. The center. I'm texting T-Bob. I go, I don't care what protection you call. You got to have peripheral vision. You can't be in a tunnel. He's stepping like this, and the linebacker screaming right by him. Come on. You have to have peripheral vision. You have tunnel vision. You got to come out and you got to check him. And then that's why I ended up fumbling. And I said, T-Bob, don't tell me that ever would happen if you were playing center. He goes, Dad, no way. Come on, I would have.
At least you'd have gotten his way.
No, at least you get his way. Exactly.
And then you saw the left guard, Mabika, comes in, and he misses one the exact same way. Shoots right up the gap. Alabama knew where to attack LSU, right up the middle at the center and left guard.
Well, and the bottom line is, look, if somebody else beat you, they beat you. But don't let Milroe beat you. I mean,
it was a one-man show.
Back-to-back games.
They didn't need anything
he
else.
was like the varsity against the JV.
That was their game plan. He didn't need anything else.
That's it. We'll be back with more sports on the Bayou.
Right after a short break, Stan Gravois in his Prep Football Roundup.
Every day, thousands of people hit the road heading towards their dreams. But sometimes those dreams collide with a harsh reality. Auto accidents with 18-wheelers can change lives in an instant. That's why you need the experience and expertise of St. Martin & Bork. With over 50 years of experience, St. Martin & Bork have fought for justice for the victims of truck accidents.
If you've been in a wreck with an 18-wheeler, know your rights.
Call St. Martin & Bork today to schedule your free consultation.
Selecting an insurance provider for your business is a big decision.
With over 26 years of experience, our Alford team is your solution for quality and proven coverage.
The customer service you remember from years ago is what we pride our team on.
We know how important your company is to the community.
From small businesses to large businesses, Alford & Associates can manage your insurance. It's our job.
Alford & Associates, benefiting your employees and protecting your business.
Rouse's Markets is voted best grocery store in New Orleans, best grocery store in Baton Rouge, Mississippi, Gulf Coast, Thibodeau, Houma, Hammond, Lake Charles, Mobile, year after year. Thank you for choosing us best grocery store on the Gulf Coast. Number one. Thank you.
Thank you.
The number one grocery store
In Mississippi, Alabama,
Louisiana. 1 million customers a week can't be wrong. Welcome to Rouse's.
Sports on the Bayou is brought to you by St. Martin and Bourke Attorneys at Law. Know your rights. Alford and Associates, protecting your business, benefiting your employees. And by Rouse's Markets, official supermarket of the New Orleans Saints. Now, back to Sports on the Bayou.
Welcome back to Sports on the Bayou. It is my pleasure to have here with me the head coach of CCA. Let me rephrase that. The undefeated head coach of the CCA Lions, Jesse.
Yeah, right.
Couldn't happen to a better guy. Such a great guy. You guys defeat Central Catholic on Thursday night. A big game because it's sort of a rival game, but also because you could go 10-0 and you win District 7 1A if you do it. And listen, folks, they won it actually rather easily. Is it what you thought it would be?
I wouldn't say it was easy. It was definitely a tough game. It was a hard-fought game. They had a few turnovers in the red zone, and that we maximized. And so it was a tough-fought game. But our guys came out and played well. We executed when we needed to. Defense played well. Offense, made some plays. So it was an exciting game. Supposed to go 10-0 and win the district championship for the first time in a few years.
So they get a bye in the first round of the playoff. Yeah. Actually, one of the top 4 seeds. So, where you want to be. I know you guys sort of looked at things. There's a chance of seeing that same team again. Yeah. So the team he ended the year with will probably be, I'm sure the folks at Central Catholic hope it is, the team you're going to play in the first round, right?
Yes, and it's always tough to, beat a team twice. But the good thing for us is we didn't play 100% well, so there's a lot of things that we can make adjustments on. And, we challenge our guys every week anyway, right? So, again, it will be a new challenge for us, and we'll be ready if that time comes. But they got to go out and beat Lincoln Prep, who I think is a good team as well.
Listen, you started laying the foundation last year. Of course, for people who don't know, Jesse was a terrific player at Ellender Memorial, a terrific player at Nichols, where he was an all-conference player as a running back there. Ends up at CCA. Kind of nice to have your son there at CCA too, playing too. Yep. Laid a little bit of an infrastructure last year. It's sort of coming to fruition this year, right?
Yeah, we talk about it all the time about setting the standard. And right now we're still setting that standard, man. It's about putting a team on the field that's going to compete every play hard. We may not be the biggest, we may not be the fastest, right? But, again, every time we go out there and play, we're going to play the way we want to play. We're going to try to dictate the tempo, and we're just going to be a nice, physical, scrappy team, and that's what we love.
Tell us who you have at the table also.
At the table right now, we have our head principal, Mr. Hutchison. We have our phenomenal receiver coach right there, Coach Malachi Ayo. We have our young special teams coordinator who's doing a fabulous job as well, Coach B. Cole. I also have my dad with me as well, Jesse Turner Sr.
Right. I got to ask you, did you know your dad was coming?
I did not know my dad was coming. Mr. Hutch and Coach Jackson at the school, they invited him, and it's definitely a pleasure to see him here.
We had secret talks on Friday, and Hutch and those guys said they were going to get him here. So that's great for you.
Awesome.
Such a great guy. Glad those things are happening. Just to kind of let everybody else know, Terrebonne High School in the playoffs, they'll be playing at home this week, so they do have a first-round game. H.L. Bourgeois going to travel out to take on Hornville. By the way, Terrebonne's playing Chalmette here in the area. You guys have a bye, and the interesting thing, we mentioned that you ended up playing Central Catholic, and now you may have to play him again.
Yeah.
I think the same thing is going to happen in Division II, where Vanderbilt and E.D. White are going to have to play. And the ironic thing is y'all both switching fields.
Yeah.
You played in Morgan City.
Yeah.
Now you're going to be playing at Nichols, which is a home field for CCA. And it looks like the game between E.D. White and Vanderbilt. And I know Coach was saying, and Coach Wallace would say, don't say that yet. We got games to play and things to do. But it looks like it's going to be that way. Speaking of that, they obviously had a big game this past week. And Martin was there, and Martin had the opportunity to talk to Coach Lasang a little bit after that game. Let's listen to what Coach had to say.
Yeah, talk about your season and then talk about going into the playoffs.
This is a great season, man. It's a season unlike any that we've had. Really tough competition. Lutcher's a great football team, and they're going to go make a run in the playoffs. Played really three 5A football teams right off the bat. Really got to kind of battle test it for nights like tonight. And hopefully this prepares us for a run in the playoffs. So I don't know exactly where we're going to shake out. But at some point in the playoffs, you're going to have another environment like this. You're going to have another night like this where you're going to have to go and execute in crucial times. And we did that enough tonight to get the win.
Coach, congratulations. Another great season. Well-deserved. Your team played with a lot of heart, and I guess we'll see y'all in the playoffs.
Absolutely. We'll see y'all down the line.
So congratulations to E.D. White. We do have Peyton in the back. Peyton was here with us last week. Of course, does a great job there, Peyton Trosclair. We did show Owen.
Right.
So Owen was in one of the highlights, so we get to call you out actually here at the keys to winning it all for you. And I know you don't want to look that far down the road, but the things that have to sort of happen well.
The biggest thing for us is just take it day by day, right, and just focus on us. Just focus on the things that we've been making errors on all year long and try to fix that, especially during this bye week. And just whatever opponent that we face, we just got to play our type of game and just don't look too far ahead, like you just said, and just really focus on us.
And Stan, right quick, I might get bombarded, but I'll let you talk about undefeated. My 8th grade basketball coach here is Dean David. He was the master of the half-court press, and we went 20-0. All I know is no matter 8th grade, 9th grade, high school, pros, whatever, you're undefeated. Nikki Collins here, a lot of friends. Alan Refstock, probably the best golfer in Salafouche history. He's still a ringer. And then I look at Shawi. Shawi right here, AAU basketball. Remember Andy Martin and all? You took us everywhere and stuff, boy. That keeps me young when I see these kind of people around. And
well, and I'm glad you brought that up. Don't let it get lost on anybody. If any of our local high schools do that, go 10-0, because it's extremely hard to do. Yeah. And the last thing, right before we go to commercial break, E.D. White against Vanderbilt in volleyball in a big quarterfinal match at the Cajun Dome. So we wish those girls well as they'll be playing on Thursday. With that being said, best of luck, Jesse.
Thank you, guys.
We're going to be back with more Sports on the Bayou right after this.
Coming up, Chuck Bork or his sit-in will be here for What's Up, Chuck?
Since 1954, Terrebonne General has been a beacon of health and hope in our community. As we mark 7 decades of dedication to your well-being, Terrebonne General Health System remains committed to advancing healthcare, improving lives, and expanding our services to meet your evolving needs. In celebrating our past, we look forward to a future filled with promise and progress. Your health is our legacy. To discover more, visit tghealthsystem.com.
Since 1988, Quality Rental Tools has provided specialized products to the oil and gas industry. Our locations allow for quick service to both land and marine operations. At Quality Rental, our name represents our commitment to our customers. Our uncompromising principles help us remain a strong and vibrant member of the oil and gas industry. To order any of our products for offshore and land needs, call us today at 1-888-922-3449. Quality Rental Tools, our name says it all.
Here at South Louisiana Bank, we know the importance of working together as a team.
We're always here for you when you need a loan. By the way, here's that crawfish paddle you needed. You can borrow it anytime.
So whether it's business or personal banking, we do it all. Visit our locations to find out how we can support your financial needs.
Good luck with the restaurant.
Thank you. And tell your mama thanks for the recipe. Her secret's safe with me.
I will.
South Louisiana Bank. It's better when we bank together.
Sports on the Bayou is also brought to you by our corporate sponsors: Terrebonne General Community Sports Institute, Gen Gators Power Systems, South Louisiana Bank, Quality Rental Tools, Barker Honda, Crosby Tugs. Now, back to Sports on the Bayou.
We're back here on Sports on the Bayou. It's our What's Up, Chuck segment. Chuck Bort, great to see you again, Chuck.
Good to see you guys.
So, Chuck, you been jet setting? Where you been?
Yeah, man, where you
been having to work for a living there.
Oh, okay. That's a good thing. That's sacrilegious.
So, no, I've been doing a little bit of traveling, but I've missed the company. Sorry I hadn't been here. I wanted two things. I'll start with Mike. Getting ready to, or getting, I say not getting ready, but looking at some of the old news stories. We're talking about LSU, talking about Garrett Nussmeier. Remember reading a headline from about a month ago where it's talking about him climbing up in the NFL draft and all the great things he's doing. Seems to be a different tune right now. And I watch, and that's on he's running his run-pass option, and he never keeps the ball. And it's kind of like they know he's not going to keep the ball so they can focus on the other guy. Am I missing something, or what's
going on? No, you're right. And if I'm in Garrett's ear, I tell him to come back for another year, because you can see that there are parts of his game he can improve on. Okay, you're bringing in the #1 high school recruit in the country. You think that true freshman's going to come in here and take over? No. Let him sit for a while, put a package or two for Underwood in place, and let Garrett take over. One of the things, I'm not sure the coaches haven't told him, don't take off running unless it's wide open. Well, he's doing exactly that. He's not taking off at all. We've seen gaping holes that he could run through, and he's not doing. He would be the leading rusher on the team if he did that, because they're not running the ball at all.
Well, the one thing Nussmeier, to me, will have success, or he's an NFL quarterback. I don't know how much success to be a starter. He can spin it. He can look at that Ole Miss game on those 4 downs. He's like going one way and throwing. Not too many cats could do that. So that's why now you got to avoid the mistakes. So then they tell Brett Favre the same thing. I think Brett Favre lasted a long time.
The one thing with Garrett, not the same pass every time. Watch him throw it. Sometimes it's over the top.
Right.
Sometimes it's 3/4. Sometimes he almost gunslings it right off the side.
Do that. That's why you might.
It's unconventional, but he gets it done.
You might get ticked off at Nussmeier, but no, he's an NFL quarterback.
Yeah, no question.
One on switching gears and over to the Saints. We had a change in coaches mid-season. Obviously had something happen in the locker room. Everybody came out with a good spirit about it. I want to ask Bobby, see if he can put his way back hat on. If I remember right, that might have happened with you mid-season, 1985. What do you recall?
I can't remember, short term. Long term, I remember a lot of stuff. Short term, my wife says, I thought you're supposed to get some milk. I go, I forgot. But like long term, 1985, Bum Phillips got fired. His son, Wade Phillips, took over. They had Dave Wilson, #1 supplemental draft pick from University of Illinois, and Richard Todd from the Jets. You remember him at Alabama running the wishbone with Bear Bryant and all. So that was the quarterback. So finally I started the latter part of the season. And that game, we were playing in Milwaukee County Stadium against Green Bay. I might be the first quarterback in NFL history, when you consider number of starts, to catch a touchdown pass before I threw one. In that game against Green Bay, guess who threw me the touchdown pass? Guido Merkins. Bum Phillips found Guido Merkins. He went to Sam Houston, found him at a softball game. Guido Merkins was unbelievable, professional, softball player. Bum says, we didn't get it because he could punt, he can run routes, he could throw, he could do everything. I remember when they send that play in, I handed, because you have to be in the shotgun, you can't be on the center. I go, man, this ain't going to work. All of a sudden, I handed it to Guido like we're going to run a sweep. I leaked out the backfield, and I caught a touchdown pass. And in that same game, I threw Eugene Gillow.
Don't fall asleep now, because when we come back, I'll give away an award to someone who's in the audience on my Stay to Play segment.
Selecting an insurance provider for your business is a big decision.
With over 26 years of experience, our offered team is your solution for quality and proven coverage.
The customer service you remember from years ago is what we pride our team on.
We know how important your company is to the community.
From small businesses to large businesses, Alford & Associates can manage your insurance. It's our job.
Alford & Associates, benefiting your employees and protecting your business.
Rouse's Markets is voted best grocery store in New Orleans, best grocery store in Baton Rouge, Mississippi, Gulf Coast, Thibodeau, Houma, Hammond, Lake Charles, Mobile, year after year. Thank you for choosing us best grocery store on the Gulf Coast. Number one. Thank you.
Thank you.
The number one grocery store
In Mississippi, Alabama,
Louisiana. 1 million customers a week can't be wrong. Welcome to Rouse's.
Sports on the Bayou is brought to you by Alford and Associates, protecting your business, benefiting your employees. Rouse's Markets, official supermarket of the New Orleans Saints, and St. Martin and Bourke Attorneys at Law. Know your rights. Now, back to more Sports on the Bayou.
We're back here on Sports on the Bayou. It's our State of Play segment. Martin, I'll throw it to you. Getting that stand ready.
All right, what we're going to do is, we got that, Michelle? All right, Michelle Keefe from Edie White's going to help me pull. We're going to, since we have such a, Edie White, I know.
Not Ed White?
Yeah. Well, you
I'll
can
tell
say
you my Ed White story later. At another time. I'll tell you that another time.
Okay, Bobby. All right. What we'll do is, since we have a big crowd, we normally do one raffle ticket. We're going to do three.
$300.
Mike, look,
$300.
Mike Detillier listened to me last week. I had 100. Mike brought me 100 for the raffle. Bobby said he's waiting after Thanksgiving when he gets his inheritance money. So what we're going to do, the first one's going to be $40 cash. We're gonna tease y'all a little bit. Michelle, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Spin it a little bit. I know at Edie White, y'all don't like to spin the tub. We got to stay legal over here. All right, here you go. Pull one, and then I'm gonna let you read the number, and you're gonna make somebody very excited, and everybody else is gonna be sad.
027481.
Yeah. Headache and pain. Oh, it's a lucky day, ain't it? You feeling good about yourself now? Yeah. All right, here we go. Next one is $60.
Progressive.
The Mafia at Morgan City said they're waiting for the 100. Oh, wait, Mike, you gave me, well, I'll probably pull the 20.
No, I gave you 120.
120? Well, let's do two more 40 ones. Two more, and then we'll get to the 100. Let's pick another one. Everybody.
A little lanyard.
Want me to hold that latch open for you? All right, Michelle, what we got?
027505.
Percy Mosley. Percy.
Man, Percy, that's not the first time you've won. No, Percy's won before, I'm telling you. You hang around Percy's good luck.
He's hoarding all that cash, too. He's not giving it to anybody.
All right, it's another $40 one right here.
Tickets keep flying out.
You can't win one for Boyd over there? He's been trying to win something his whole life.
Trying.
He did win a state championship. 1 or 2, 3.
027471.
Oh, Mr. Donnie. You going to give it to who? Give it to Chuck for the food bank. There you go, Chuck.
Oh, good job.
All right.
Wait. Hey, I'm going to reiterate this fact. Chuck just took 40% out of that. Sorry, Chuck. He was sitting right there. I know you're a big sponsor. I'll apologize. All right, the next one is the $100. $100 cash.
C-note right here. Cash money, homie.
Well, when Bobby hands me his around November, I'm going to have to check that thing to make sure it wasn't in the dryer. It'll be old money.
027541.
Close.
Oh, everybody's doing it.
Darla finally wins. Darla. God. Thank God. If I got to hear this in the office one more time. Jesus, thank you so much.
That's a multiple winner, though. She's won before.
So, Martin, you have to. She won, but you also have to give her a Christmas bonus.
Oh, they get a Christmas bonus.
Yeah. You can't. That's not part of the Christmas bonus.
She's going to get a Christmas bonus less $100. No, good job, dog. I'm so happy
sharp
for you.
today, huh? Martin, you're pretty sharp today, Martin.
I'm always on my A game. I just don't have enough time to talk sometimes. All right.
Well, you ain't going to get it from my slot.
Give Michelle a hand. She does a great job at ED White. Right. Good job. All right, Mike. Wait, on the record. Bobby, when can we expect your $100 for the raffle?
I got to keep you guessing. I definitely post Thanksgiving. So
that means December.
He's got to go late.
It's going to be somewhere in December.
He's got to go dig it out the barrel in the backyard.
Yeah, post Thanksgiving, pre-Christmas.
All right, there you go.
Yeah.
All right, we'll be back to finish it off on Sports on the Bayou.
I'll be Chris.
Coming up, a look at next week's game. When it comes to marine towing, Crosby Tugs has over 40 years of experience. We have the know-how to safely assist ships into and out of their berths, escort oil tankers quickly and safely, tow ships, respond to fuel spills, and work in extreme conditions. Founded in 1977 by Vinton and Kurt Crosby, we are one of the largest privately owned marine transportation businesses in the industry. If it's on the water, let Crosby be your transporter.
When you have a history of greatness, the real challenge starts after the finish line. When victory alone isn't enough, you chase something greater, no matter how difficult the path. On the dirt, in the sand, and beyond. The new 2024 Ridgeline, Passport, and Pilot, part of our most rugged trail sport lineup yet. From Honda.
Sports on the Bayou is brought to you by Rouse's Markets, official supermarket of the New Orleans Saints. Alford & Associates, protecting your business, benefiting your employees. And St. Martin & Bork Attorneys at Law. Know your rights. Now, back with more Sports on the Bayou.
Thanks for watching. We'll be back next week with another version of Sports on the Bayou.
Go get him.
Go
Who
Who
dat?
Who dat? We'll see you next week on Sports on the Bayou.